Hey, what's up, church? Welcome to week 6 of RE60. I want to take 10 minutes and give you a very practical thing that you can implement to your day and your week so that we can win the day and win week 6 of RE60. I'm talking about the morning routine. Before you roll your eyes and scroll on, the morning routine has the power, I believe, to change everything about your life. At least that is true about my life. Remember, Jesus tells us in Matthew chapter 7 to build our house on a strong foundation. When I take my morning routine seriously, I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm building my house on a strong foundation as opposed to jumping out of bed a little late, eating an unhealthy breakfast, jumping in my car already stressed out because I'm late for work, and then feeling like every red light and person who gets in my way is like conspiring against me to make me late for work. And then by the time I jump into my first meeting, all it takes is like a little gust of wind, right? And I'm just losing control of who I am, as opposed to building our house on a strong foundation, implementing a strong morning routine. And then when the storms come, it's like, yeah, but I can withstand this no matter what the world throws at me. So, 3 keys, 3 principles to apply to your morning routine, because let's be honest, everybody's life is different. So what I'm not saying is you need to do everything the way that I do it. You might have little kids running around and all of that. But I think that there are 3 kind of universal principles that can help us all build out a strong morning routine. And those 3 are this: truth before opinion, self-care before self-sabotage. Truth before opinion, self-care before self-sabotage, and gratitude before goals. And so let's talk about all 3 of those one at a time. Truth before opinion. This one is big. A couple years back, I heard Simon Sinek give a talk, and he was speaking about the importance of plugging your phone, or he issued a challenge to plug your phone in on the other side of your room. So don't keep it right next to your bed. Right. And so what I did is what all of you are doing right now. You go, well, yeah, but that's my alarm clock. Right. And so what Simon said, it's brilliant, is he said, well, yeah, we go to Target and pick up a $12 alarm clock. So when I moved to Austin, I did that, and it's changing things for me, because what it allows me to do is plug my phone in on the other side of the room. So right now I'm sitting in my chair that is between my bed and where my phone is plugged in. What this forces me to do every morning is come to this chair before I go to my phone. Or I'll say it this way: it allows me to go to truth before opinion. All right? Like, the world is full of loud opinions, if you haven't noticed, and the world is more than happy to tell you what you should think about yourself, what you should think about God, what you should think about the state of the world. And I always have to give these balancing statements. I'm not saying that the phone is bad. Most of you are watching this on a phone right now. We praise God for technology, but let's be real. First thing in the morning, what you don't need is people's opinions about who you are. What you need is the truth about who you are. So I come to this chair and I pick up my Bible and I read. Right now, this week, we're in Luke's gospel, but wherever I happen to be in reading plans, I spend 10 minutes reading my Bible, praying, meditating, and then I have a list of I am statements. Shout out to Stephen Mancha for designing this for me. It's a list of truth statements that I believe God says about me, and I literally speak these out loud before I ever go to other people's opinions about me. So I sit in this chair and I read out loud: I'm a child of God. I'm beloved. I'm healthy. I'm a peacemaker. I'm a creator. I'm a communicator. I'm here. I'm a thought leader, right? And on it goes. I declare out loud what God says about me before I ever go to opinion. So, truth before opinion. I know having the phone by your bed can be tempting. Oftentimes, if we're being real, sometimes we need the shot of dopamine that we get from scrolling through Instagram to get us out of bed in the morning. Let's stop that, reverse it, right? Like let's move our phone to the other side of your room and just try it for a week and see what happens. So truth before opinion is the first thing that I do. And then from here, I usually go and I check my phone just briefly, just to make sure there's no emergencies and people that need me, right? So what I don't do is jump on my emails or anything like that. I just briefly glance at it, make sure we're all good, and then I head down to my garage for part 2, which is self-care before self-sabotage. I don't know about you, but one thing that I've noticed about myself is if I don't take care of myself, the lies and the unhealthy thought patterns will start very quickly in my day. It's like the self-sabotage will start unless I go directly to the self-care. So for me, that looks like working out, doing something active. Maybe it's you going for a run or a walk around your neighborhood. I built a little gym in my garage so that I can get that done in the first 30 minutes of the day. Because for me, that's a way that I take care of myself, and I just feel way better after. So from there, I jump into my ice bath, which I don't need to get into because Doug literally did a whole week on it last week, which is amazing. Those ice baths are the best investments that we have both made in the last year. Jump into the ice bath, and then I go out into my backyard and I bring my journal and I do a little bit of meditating, a little bit of prayer, and a little bit of breath work, and just breathe a little bit, because I know myself well enough at this point to know how important self-care is. If I don't get the self-care in the morning, the self-sabotage will start in the afternoon. So take care of yourself. Self-care before self-sabotage. Then the final one that I have been implementing is gratitude before goals. Gratitude before goals. Now, I am a huge fan of goals. I set goals for myself every year. I set goals for myself every month. I set goals for myself every morning. However, before I get to the goals, I'm learning how to start with the gratitude. I'm the type of guy that wants to just jump right into the to-do list and get super busy with the day without ever taking a second to step back and remember why I'm doing what I'm doing in the first place. So like this morning, I was out back and I started thinking about this little sermonette that I'm giving, right? And okay, what should I say? How should I communicate this? And then I stopped myself and I realized, hey, we'll get to the goals. That's a good thing. But first, God, like, thank you so much for today. Thank you that I am alive today. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for the church. Thank you for this condo. Thank you for this beautiful Austin summer that we're all getting to experience. And after a couple of minutes, it's like my whole to-do list, it's not that it stops mattering. It's just that all the pressure kind of washes away, because I realize, hey, I'm a child of God. God already loves me. I've already spent time with God today. And so the rest of my day is just icing on the cake. Start with gratitude before you get to the goal. So that is what I do. It takes me about 45 minutes to go through that whole routine. Again, your life may look completely different. You may only have 15 minutes. Great. Apply those 3 principles: truth before opinion, self-care before self-sabotage, and gratitude before goals to your 15-minute morning routine. But whatever it is, let's build our house on the rock, right? Because the truth is, the storms of life are going to come. We know that all too well these days. Of course, the wind's going to blow. Of course, the rain is going to come. But if we build our day on a strong foundation, it's not going to be able to touch us. We're going to be just fine. We're going to be able to withstand even in the midst of the craziness. So take those three and design a custom morning routine that fits for you. Because here's the little secret about life changes like this. The first few times it's kind of weird, but then you start to like actually fall in love with your healthy habits. Like my morning is actually my favorite part of the day. So when I'm going to bed at night, I like can't wait to wake up and go through my morning routine. That's what starts to happen when we start to develop these healthy habits. You're gonna love the way that it makes you feel. So I go through that 45 minutes. I get ready for the day, make myself a healthy breakfast, watch about 10 minutes of Get Up on ESPN to catch up on all of the sports, and then I'm out the door heading to the church, ready to take on the day. Implement a morning routine this week and watch how it starts to change everything. So let's win the day, win the week, and have a great rest of RE60. Love you guys.